They're having a little movie time. We are watching Beverly Hills Chihuahua with the dogs because it is Nemo's favorite movie. And he was a little sad today, so we're trying to cheer him up. So the pups have had a little fun today. Madison made them homemade pup cup, which is basically homemade whipped cream, which is what
Heavy cream.
powdered sugar, heavy cream, and a little teeny tiny touch of vanilla. Um, so don't have to go to Starbucks or other places to get pup cup. You can make pup cup at home. You can look up a easy recipe for whipped cream online. We just use a teeny tiny touch of vanilla though. Don't want to give the dogs too much of it. So they they love their pup cups very much. If we are anywhere near Starbucks, Huxley knows what Starbucks looks like, and he will whine if we don't stop. So sometimes Madison just makes them pup cup to have at home. So, but like I said, Nemo was feeling kind of sad today, so you'll probably hear him barking here in the background shortly because he is watching Beverly Hills Chihuahua and he loves all the dogs. He's okay with the Chihuahuas, the two main Chihuahuas. He does not so much like the other dogs. He gets kind of mad at them and barks a lot at them. So you'll hear him growling and barking in the background. So, but anyway, um, had kind of a relaxed, well, I had kind of a relaxed day. I didn't have to work. Madison had to work today. Um, but we did sneak off and have lunch, which was nice because we don't always get to do that, especially if it's a day that Madison's working. So, got to go have lunch, got to get out of the house for a little bit. Unfortunately, the dogs did not get to go with us, though they were sad. They like to go hang out with us when we go do stuff. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear him yet, but you will hear him shortly. Nemo is getting a little angry because there's other dogs other than Chloe and Poppy on the screen, and that makes him very mad. So, what's the German Shepherd dog's name in the movie, Madison?
Delgado.
Delgado. He's okay with Delgado, I guess, because he protects Chloe, but he is not okay with the other dogs in the movie. So it's kind of a cheesy movie, but we actually had to. Voodoo has them. We had to get all three movies because Nemo was so enthralled with them. He's the only dog that I think either of us have ever met that genuinely watches TV, like for real, gets into it. He loves to watch bears. He likes to watch. He gets mad at other dogs, but he likes to watch lots of wildlife videos. Bears are probably his favorite, other than dogs. He's not big into fish or anything like that, not so much birds, but any animals that move around a lot, like so big cats. Nah, it's in the snakes. I guess I don't think he really cares, but he loves to watch TV. And he like what?
Horses.
Horses. Oh yeah, he loves horses. Ponies, horses. He loves them. Um, and then he likes to watch all the dog creators on YouTube. He likes Crusoe, Amy and Olivia, Doxyden. He likes Clarence. Those are his favorites, and he likes to watch those guys and bark at them. So but he genuinely like a human. He will sit and watch. Like he even ate dinner the other night, watching TV like a person would. It's really the funniest thing you've ever seen. So, but he's currently laying on his little dog bed watching TV, and is super happy about it. Let me see if I can pan the camera down and show you guys. So this is Nemo, and he is watching Beverly Hills Chihuahua. And that is like seriously his favorite movie of all time. It was a fluke, wasn't it? And we just kind of found it one night, just like, and we're laughing about it, and we put it on, and he was just enthralled. And like I said, we had to make the investment on Voodoo for um, all three movies, so that he could watch all three. But it's a cute movie. The first one's obviously better than the others, but it's still a cute movie. So, otherwise, I've been working on videos. If you're familiar with my channel, Trucking Tuesday is today. That video came out earlier. I'm really enjoying that series. It's been a lot of fun, just because I don't get to talk about my job a whole lot. Like, not a whole lot of people, like, if you're not really in the industry, I never thought people were really interested in it, but it turns out a lot of people are very curious about how stuff gets from point A to point B, and that's awesome because the people that I don't drive, I work in the office, but I could not drive those trucks. I have too much anger to be a professional driver. I am a very aggressive driver. Um, but the people that drive are awesome. I know a lot of them, on more than just a dispatcher driver role. I know a lot of them we've, talked, and I know about their families and their lives and how long they've been driving and some of the experiences that they've had. It's fascinating. The company that I work for has a lot of female drivers, which is, I mean, there's more and more women in trucking now than even 10 years ago, but it's a hard thing, for women in trucking. So I'm really, the women that are in it, I give them major props for doing what they do. They still get some, nasty talk out there from some people that don't necessarily see it as job equality or whatever you want to call it there. But no, we have a really good group of drivers. We have all ages. We've had people that have been doing it for 30 years. We have people that have just gotten into it, and we have everybody in between. We have teams. We have solo drivers, and we have regional guys, local guys. So it's an interesting mix of people, and you get to know a lot of them, especially the people that drive nights, because that's what I work. Or the early morning people. I know them really well, and I get to talk to them. So, Madison's doing research for more vanilla extract that's good, that's safe for dogs. That you have to have the alcohol free, obviously, because I don't want to. I couldn't even imagine the dogs having alcohol in their vanilla pup cup. Hello, Vanita. Thank you for stopping in. How are you this evening? Nice to see you. Sorry. Sorry. That's all of the dogs. Say hello. Not kidding, I didn't do that. Anyways, that's all of our dogs saying hello all at once. So, I'm glad to hear that, Vanita. Nice that you can stop in tonight. So yeah, Nemo is really upset because now it's the dog birthday party, and Chloe is not at the dog birthday party on his movie, so he is mad at the world. But yeah, so all the dogs are here in case you didn't hear each and every one of them. But nobody's going mad. No, the dogs are just saying hello to everyone. They get a little pumped. Hi, Jason. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. So yeah, so I've just been working on videos tonight, and working on trying to get ahead of stuff. That's a bad habit of mine, is I get caught up in planning videos and not actually getting them accomplished. So yeah, I know there's all kinds of dogs on the screen. Nemo, seriously, he is just going crazy because now the bad dog is on the screen, so he's mad. He does not like the bad dog, so he's very passionate about his movies, and he'll tell you all about it. So, is Delgado rescuing her, sir? Yeah. So, but he loves to watch his TV shows. And then, what else have we been up to? We haven't really watched a whole lot. We have 4 dogs. We have the rescue dogs. Nemo is the oldest. He's what, 8? No. 7. He just turned 7. Oh yeah, you might get the dogs in the neighbor's house going, Jason. Yeah. And then we have the next oldest is probably Tootsie. She's 6 or 7. We don't really know. But she's our only girl. And then the next oldest is probably going to be Sinbad. Because he'll be 5. He'll be 5 tomorrow. Wednesday. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Sinbad will be 5 tomorrow. And then my dog Huxley just turned 4 or 5, we're not 100% sure, last weekend. So yeah, we have 4 crazy dogs. They're all rescue dogs. They're very spoiled. We love them very, very much. They're like 4-legged children. And probably just... Nemo, you're not watching your movie, man. You're going to miss Chloe escaping. So, but yeah, they all have their own unique little personalities. Tootsie is very attached to my better half and is very much a clinger dog. She likes to be petted all the time, and she doesn't really play. She's not really much of a toy kind of dog. She's a lap dog pretty much. Um, my dog loves to play with toys. He's kind of destructive. He's a heavy chewer. We have to be careful not to leave stuff around that he will chew. He will chew buttons off of things if you're not careful. And then Sinbad is everybody's best friend. He's a corgi and he knows he's cute, but he won't let you put him on film because he's terrified of the camera. And then Nemo is the leader of the pack and very outspoken, and he doesn't allow anybody to do anything that he doesn't want. If he doesn't want to be picked up, you will not pick him up. He's a good boy though. They're all really good dogs. We couldn't ask for better. So we're very lucky in that regard. But I go back to work tomorrow. I've enjoyed my days off immensely. It seems like the more, especially when I have weekends off and Madison's off, it's harder to go back to work. So, but I'll go back to work tomorrow and I'll work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I'll be back off again on Sunday. So, and I'm gonna try to go to church with my parents on Sunday and then come home and hang out with Madison. It's just nicer on the weekends because Madison's off and we get more time together. But it is what it is. I get my 4 days off, and when Madison is done with work, we'll hang out in the evenings and do stuff. So I'm grateful that Madison works from home and is flexible with the schedule, and sometimes we'll hang out together when I get home from work. So that's cool too. But otherwise, I been working on there was an ASMR video that dropped last night that was kind of a experimental one. I did a relationship counselor role play, and I really enjoyed making that one just because I think there's a lot there to do with that. Just because I think a lot of people, that's something that people like to talk about is, when they have disagreements or issues in their relationship, that people always want somebody to go to about that. I'm not gonna lie, Madison and I have a really good relationship. We do. Don't look at me like that. But if we have an argument, I'm not even gonna try to lie to you guys. It's because I did something silly. So Madison, you might have a friend here in a minute. I'm just keeping an eye on it. But anyway, so we have that, but we do have a really good relationship. So I'm probably gonna play around with the relationship counselor roleplay ASMR a little bit more and see what I've got. Tonight I recorded one that was totally. Usually I have a really good plan in place when I sit down to record ASMR. Like I know kind of where I'm gonna go. They kind of go all over the place though, because when you're talking to yourself for 30 minutes plus when you're recording ASMR, you kind of wander all over the place. But tonight was totally spur of the moment. I did it was like being on a spaceship going to a new civilization kind of role play. It was kind of, I don't know, it seemed really interesting to me at the time. So we'll see. Nemo, you're missing your movie, man. Nemo's watching, if you weren't here at the beginning, Nemo is watching Beverly Hills Chihuahua. It is his favorite movie, and I'm not kidding when I say the dog absolutely loves to watch TV. So he is, yeah. You watching? Good boy. So, yeah, so we'll see. And then I've got a couple more ASMRs I'm going to kind of try to record tonight. My plan, like I said, that could change. But I'm going to do, I did a mental vacation one last week, so I was going to try to do something similar to that. Doing like a guided calming one. And then I'm probably going to try to do one something along the lines of looking at, yeah, there you go, good boy. Looking at overcoming like fear and stress. I know we all have very stressful situations in life right now. There's a lot of, depending on where you live, there's a lot of things that people are unsure about. and, you know, not to get political, but I know there's a lot of stress in everybody's life. And so anything I can do to help with that is one of the big reasons why I do ASMR. I use ASMR to help me sleep, especially after work. But sorry, I needed a drink. So yeah, I think that I enjoy ones that are like where you have to focus on what the person's saying. Don't get me wrong, I like the ones where it's just like somebody doing a role play. You know, or like I like the haircut ones, I like the hairstyling ones, I like that too. But at the same time, I like the ones where Skittles with vanilla ice cream, best thing ever. That's an interesting combination, Lily. Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. That does sound really good. I'm not a huge fan of Skittles, but with vanilla ice cream, that might be pretty good. Um, so yeah, Nemo, I know you see your favorite Chloe. Yeah, he loves Chloe the Chihuahua, Beverly Hills Chihuahua. So you guys will hear him a lot on this live because he's watching his movie. But no, so I don't know. I'm gonna try to see where those ASMRs go. Like I said, when I sit down, I usually have the best of intentions of a plan, and then they just kind of get random. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to bring out some of the ASMR tools, toys, whatever you want to call them, that I have in some of the videos that I haven't necessarily played with so much. I know people like medical role plays and stuff like that. Dermatologist kind of stuff. So I'll try to do some of those too. I know I enjoy them. It just depends. Some people, and I admire this, like some ASMR people, like, they spend a lot of time doing research on that. Like there's people that are very thorough in terms of like being medically accurate, and then there's other people that just kind of go off the cuff of it. So I try to be somewhere in between. Is that London Rose? I talked about this dog the other night on a live. Her name's London Rose. But she's on X or Twitter or whatever you like to call it. But she's a dog that we follow. She's super cute. She was abused before she got with the mommy that she has now. But her mom does an amazing job taking care of her and posts pictures of her all dressed up. She's a little Yorkie. She's really cute. So if you're on X or Twitter or whatever you like to call it, it's London with a Y. Rose. She's an absolutely adorable little dog. So anyway, let's see what else I want to talk about tonight. Oh, so I know a lot of people have asked about my stuffed animals in the back. I need to bring them down one day and let you guys see all of them, because some people really like them. But I have a thing for stuffed animals, I guess, because I'm just I never grew up in that regard. So Madison has given me stuffed animals the whole 19 years that we've been together, and then my stepdaughter has given me stuffed animals too. So that's kind of cool. But I love them. I have them. They're all over the house. We have some on the back of the couch. We have some everywhere. So I collect piggy banks too. So you'll see some of my stuffed animals are pigs, because they're not piggy banks, obviously, but they're cute too. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to work tomorrow and work my 4 days, and then be off my 4 days. That is one of the probably most awesome things about my job, and just why I don't mind working the hours that I work, because I'm off for 4 days. I know other people in some other professions, I know there's nurses that do, so many on, and they do long shifts so they can have longer days off, more time off with their family. Because yeah, it is nice to have, I don't mind trading the 12-hour days for the time off, and we'll see, and be able to spend more time with my family, because I usually try to spend one of those days partially with my parents, and then one of those days, usually my first day, I'm not super with it, because I try to come back to the day side, so I get a little bit of extra sleep on my first day off, and if I go see my parents, I usually take a nap over there, hang out with them, and then come home and take another nap. But that's just, I work 3 to 3, which is kind of a weird shift. It was almost better when I worked 7 to 7, but now I work 3 p.m. to 3 a.m., which is kind of weird. It's nice to come home, though, at 3, because by the time I get home, it's almost 4 o'clock, and sometimes Madison will get up and do some work before work actually starts for Madison, and so we get to hang out a little bit, take the dogs out, do that kind of stuff. My dog Huxley's super excited when I come home. We usually play. He'll want to play. He loves to play fetch with his ball. He's not super good at returning it, but he does like to catch it. So it's kind of a one-sided fetch game, but it's fun. It makes him happy. So he's cool. Huxley, you want to come on camera? You want to say hi? He's currently curled up underneath about 2 blankets. So we'll see if we can get him to come out and say hello to everyone. I'm not making promises. And Nemo's watching his movie, so we cannot disturb him. Though I think he's kind of punked out on us. He's taking a nap now. Too much excitement. So, but yeah, we most of our days off we're not super like exciting people. We're not the like go out to the clubs or anything like that. We tend to hang out by ourselves and do our thing. But I think that's better for us. You know, we always we watch whatever sports are on. We've been watching we missed our show yesterday.
Oh, that's because I know what happened.
You know what? Oh, that's horrible. What is the name of it?
Deal or No Deal Island.
Oh, we've been watching Deal or No Deal Island. Like, we both, like, you know, the old show, Deal or No Deal, now they have it on an island. But we've been watching that. But apparently Madison knows how it ends, so, but that's alright, we'll watch together. But yeah, we've watched a lot of series together. Like, we've watched all of Big Bang. We watched all of the Bond movies, all the Harry Potter movies. What else did we go through? Watched quite a lot of stuff together. When we watched the Loki series, we watched you like Big Bang too? Yeah, I love Big Bang. We watched, let's see, what was the one before Loki? Oh, the WandaVision. We watched WandaVision together. So we watch a lot of stuff together, hang out. We watch a lot of YouTube. But honestly, we're the type of people that, like, we could talk for a long time about lots of stuff. Like, we always ask each other, like, questions like, you know, what was your favorite cartoon? Like, we always wind up talking about stuff, like, finding out stuff about each other that we didn't know, even though we've been together 19 years. So that's always nice. I'd like to think that we're never going to run out of stuff to talk about. Because that's, like, always my biggest fear is, like, we'll be old one day, you know, sitting in our rocking chairs and not have anything to talk about. Oh, are there other dogs on the screen now, Nemo? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you like those other dogs. So, yeah, and then, of course, we have the dogs, so that's always entertaining. The dogs like to go out back. Sinbad has a girlfriend. Our next door neighbor's dog. Our dog Sinbad is in love with her, and so they ran the fence like a really long time yesterday. But she has way longer legs than him. He has his little corgi stumps, and he could barely keep up. It was actually kind of funny and cute. But he's absolutely enamored with her, and she's actually in love with him too. She sits at the fence and whines for him to come run. So he wore himself out. He had to come inside because he got too hot. But it was very sweet. It's sweet to see that. But it's nice when the dogs are happy. So, but yeah, we're pretty much like the kind of people that would rather hang out together than in a big group of people. So it's not like we're antisocial. That's just how we are. Madison loves to read, and is always reading something about the news or something on the internet, and we talk about it. Madison's definitely a big sports person, and so we're always talking about that. And then we spend some time talking about whatever's going on at both of our jobs. We're kind of each other's sounding boards. So is that Chloe? Yeah. Nemo is very excited because Chloe's on the screen on his movie right now. So, so yeah, and then we both have our YouTube channels, and we help each other with our YouTube channels. Madison's like my life coach with YouTube, so that's awesome. And then what are you watching? Madison is enthralled with something on the internet right now. So, but yeah, but we were just talking about how the lives are kind of fun because you never know who's going to pop in. So, hi to those of you who are here who haven't said anything. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, biggest thing I've been working on today that I think the one thing that takes the most time of my videos is the shorts. Believe it or not, my faith shorts that I put out every day because I have to pick the verses that I'm going to use for them, create the video, and then I voice over them, and then I have to get them ready to post and then pick the music. Which it's a really good thing that Madison has an extremely large, like endless knowledge of music that I can pick Madison's brain about in terms of what song would be good for something. As long as it's not anything more recent, Madison's definitely an 80s person, but it's nice to have somebody that I can pick their brain about in terms of what should go with what. But yeah, I think the shorts take me longer than some of the other actual videos. Recording some of the videos take a long time, like the ASMRs, just because I'm trying to make them longer because I've gotten good feedback that people would rather have them longer than shorter. So I've been trying to make the ASMR videos at least 20 minutes long, if not. I think the one I just recorded is like 30, or very close to it. But the editing for those takes a really long time because I've been putting layered sounds in them. So we got hooked up with Epidemic Sound, and they have great music and sound effects. And I put a lot of that in my videos. It just takes a really long time. We're looking at switching at some point, maybe editing software. But actually, even though that does way cool stuff, the one that Madison's looking at, it looks way complicated, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. It does. It looks really hard. Don't make that face. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not the tech person, so it's hard for me to say what's hard or not. But we've watched some videos. What is that one called that you're looking at?
What?
The editing software. DaVinci Resolve. Okay. I don't know if anybody out there uses that, but it looks the stuff that it can do looks really amazing. Right now, I use Power Director, which I like. I'm pretty comfortable using it, and it can do quite a lot. There's still stuff on it that I haven't figured out how to do. The one thing that I like that it does do really well at is multicam. So if you record like with a camera and a phone or two cameras, you can kind of blend them together into one video, which is really awesome. So I'm really excited to get into that. Oh, and it's just in case my parents are watching, my parents did get me a very nice birthday gift because I have my camera that I use right now. I'm on my phone, but the camera that I use is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and we got the creators kit that came with all the little accessories for the camera. It came with the two stands and then the mini tripod, and it came with one of the DJI microphones. It came with one of these. But for my birthday, which is next month, my parents got me a second mic because that camera will hold, and then the charging case, which is super awesome. So thank you, Mom, Dad, in case you're watching. But the DJI Pocket will take two microphones at once, which I'm gonna try. I used both microphones earlier when I recorded an ASMR video, and we'll see how that works. I think that they pick up quite a bit. Madison does have the I can't remember the name of it now. I'll have to ask when Madison walks back in the room. But they're pretty amazing microphones, even for ASMR. They're not like, it's a different concept than the standalone mics that are meant to be super sensitive that I know a lot of people use for ASMR. Hi, Nemo. But I think the DJI microphones do an amazing job, and like I said, they pick up quite a bit, and I've had really good success. All my ASMR videos, unless they're like more than a year old, have been recorded on them, and I've never had anybody say that the audio quality is bad. So when I'm on Power Director, I can adjust the volume, which I do, just to kind of balance out. And then if I put in, like, I like to put in rain or ocean waves or something like that, and I don't want anything to drown out the actual whispering that I do in the ASMR videos. Madison, what's the name of your big microphone?
It's a Yeti Blue.
A Yeti Blue. That's what I have yet to play with that. I mean, that's like pretty top of the line. Madison uses it because of work videos that have to be recorded.
Oh, honey, it's not top of the line. It's just a common.
Well, it's okay. Maybe it's not super top of the line, but it's a very nice microphone. Um, and it's a different experience than recording on a wearable mic. And one day I'm gonna bust that out and try it with the ASMR, because I know there's a lot of ASMR artists that use it and have really great success with it. I've seen people on live doing it with the Yeti microphone, so that's cool. But no, so I'm super excited. ASMR, like I said, it was just kind of a fun thing for me to make. Those videos are interesting because I never know, like I said, I never know exactly how they're gonna go, and I have a ton of ideas in my little idea book. I have a ton of ideas and things that I want to do, but it's just a matter of being able to set them up, you know. I think that's one of the hardest things, is deciding like what background you're gonna have and what things you need to have for it. Because if you're gonna do, like, if you're gonna do a face massage role play, are you gonna do it in a spa, or is it gonna be a friend doing it? And if you're gonna do it in a spa, how fancy of a spa is it, and what kind of things are you gonna use? Um, and if that, or if it's a friend doing it, are you doing it like in their bathroom? Are you doing it in their bedroom? What's the situation? What tools do you need? What's going to make it realistic and not realistic? And it's so much, like, there's so much thought you have to put into it. And for me, like, I like being able to sit down and make it happen and not like overthink it. But sometimes I think I spend too much time thinking about what needs to go into a video. So I don't know. But we are kicking around an idea for some new videos that aren't ASMR related that I think will be really fun, that we're going to try to do in the next, I don't know, month or so. But just different, kind of more of a, not necessarily like a vlog style, but more of like a interactive talking kind of video. Just to kind of get people thinking, I think, kind of thing. So, like, I've enjoyed doing Trucking Tuesday just because that's a topic that I like talking about. I love my job and I like being able to talk about my job. So that's kind of fun for me. Is just sit down and tell people about things, because, okay, yeah, everybody knows that trucks bring your stuff to your store, but I don't think people necessarily, if you're not in the industry, realize all the pieces and parts that go into trucking. And so that's what I'm trying to share with people, is because there's so many different things that go into it. And that's just like any job, like manufacturing. The people who make all the stuff that we buy, there's so many things that go into that. There's so many laws and rules that we have to. They're fighting the bad cats. Yeah, sorry guys, Nemo is super pumped because it's a very critical point in his movie. So, if you just came in, welcome. Our Chihuahua, well, he's part Chihuahua, part Dachshund, is watching his favorite movie. He is watching Beverly Hills Chihuahua. So that is him looking at the movie, and he absolutely loves to watch movies. So it's pretty funny. But it's about to be the big Chihuahua scene, isn't it, sir? Yes, sir. So he's about to be really excited because all the Chihuahuas are about to come out. So this is his favorite part of the movie, I think. But anyway, so I think I like to watch videos where people talk about, where you just get to learn something new and different. I like, even stuff about people living in different countries from me, people who have different kind of jobs from me, because my job background is retail and now trucking. And then Madison's background is restaurant and IT. So, it's interesting. My dad was an attorney, my mom was a teacher, and then later a counselor. My aunt was a psychologist. So there's all, there's all kinds of different things that people do, and it's very interesting. In my job, I get to meet people from all over the world, um, and it's interesting just to hear about people learning different languages. Some people pick up different languages very easily. Some people don't. And it depends on the situation. Maybe you had to learn it because you had to move to a different country. Maybe you had to learn it because you had parents that spoke two different languages. So it just kind of depends on the situation. And some people can really pick up on it, and some people really struggle. I I was one of those people that I didn't like learning it in school because I think some of the ways that they teach you in school, like that, just didn't appeal to me. But that's because people have different learning styles. Madison has a photographic memory, and I don't. Um, huh?
The term's eidetic.
Eidetic. Well, you more so than me. You're very modest. But no, I don't have that kind of. And I'm one person that I have to do something to learn it. Like, you can tell me, but then I want to sit down and actually do it a couple of times, and then I can remember how to do it. And other people can read something or look at something or be told how to do something, and then they know it. Madison is watching funny videos right now, and I'm trying not to get distracted. Sorry, that's a very big crocodile.
And the golf ball's on his head.
Oh, there's a golf. Okay, so Madison just found a golf video where somebody did a golf shot, and their golf ball landed on the alligator's head. I don't know that I would go after that. I think I would just be done for the day. So I don't know. I don't play golf, so I don't know how serious some people get. Yeah. So I don't know. Golf is an interesting game. Like, you have to have a lot of patience, and you have to be really good at math, and neither of which are things that I possess. I'm not a patient person in terms of like waiting, like for other people to take their turn, and golf is just a very long, drawn out game. And then the math part of it, yeah, definitely not. So I was the type of person that, like, when we played Monopoly as kids, like, I would get bored because Monopoly is a game that can go on forever. I like the game Monopoly in terms of like playing the banker, but otherwise Monopoly's not really. I liked Mousetrap as a game. I liked the ice break game. Don't break the ice, where you had like the wet paper towel and you put the little blocks on it. And no, is that not break the ice?
No, that is. But mine have plastic ice cubes.
Yeah.
And you tap it out with the hammer, and then the guy in the center.
Oh yeah, so there was some game. Maybe it was the original Break the Ice. I think Madison's researching for us, but something had a wet paper towel. But I know there was later. I know the later version, at least, of Break the Ice. You had the little plastic ice cubes and the hammer, and you had to like tap the ice cubes out.
Yeah, see, that's what I had.
Okay, so you had to tap the ice cubes out. Okay, yeah. So there was some game I thought you had to. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. There was Ants in the Pants. Played that. Hi-Ho Cheerio. Mousetrap.
Thin ice.
Thin Ice. Okay, see, I knew I wasn't that crazy. So yeah, Thin Ice is the game that you put like a piece of tissue paper or a wet paper towel, and there was like marbles on there, and you had to like not break through the ice. I think you like drop the marbles on there, and then you'd have to not break through. Chinese checkers, I played a lot of that. Tile rummy, my grandparents taught me that when they moved out to Arizona, because that was like a big thing with the community. Yeah, Madison found a YouTube video of the game. I remember that game. Connect 4. Is Connect 4 the one that's the game was vertical? Vertical checkers. Okay, yeah, my brother used to beat the holy daylights out of me with that game. He was really good at it. What else did I play as a kid? I'm trying to think what other games. We played a lot of board games as kids, but that's because we didn't have the internet. Now kids are like, what's a board game? We played a lot of cards. My parents played bridge, like in college they played bridge. I never got into playing bridge. My dad's mom tried to teach me, I don't even know how many times, and I never got into it. I got into playing poker. Okay, so funny story about that. I played the violin starting in elementary school, and my parents got word of this really awesome music camp that was held at. Hello, living my best life at 60. Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Good morning, good evening. I'm not sure where you are in the world, but thank you for coming in. Um, I so my parents got word of this music camp, and it was several weeks long, maybe a month or 6 weeks. I can't remember, but it was held at the University of Illinois, and it was quite a drive up there. I remember, but you would stay on the campus, and they had two dorm buildings that were connected with a main building, and they had all of us stay in the dorm. They had summer school too. I mean, it's a regular university, but they kept us separate from the college kids. Now, there were some students that were getting close to graduating that did help us. Like, they would, like, they would stay on the same floor as us and kind of like be like the equivalent of like a resident, dorm kind of police. You're in South Georgia, so okay, so you're an hour ahead of, you're an hour ahead of me. So it's almost 10 o'clock here. So you're a night owl like me. But so there would be some students there, but for the most part, it was a bunch of teachers that volunteered their time. I'm sure they got paid, but would work with all of us, and it was for people that were really into band and orchestra. And so we had class. I think it started at like 7:30 in the morning, and so we would have multiple class sessions. So you'd have the big orchestra that would meet in the morning for like an hour or two, and then we would have like a 30-minute break, and then they would break off by like instruments. So like all the people that played violin would go to a tutoring session with a couple of teachers. And then we had another that was for like an hour or two, and then we would break for lunch, and then we would have a class about like music theory and reading music, and we would study some of the greats. We would study some of the great composers and things like that. And then we would have another afternoon session with winding down for the night. Yeah, I'm just now winding up. I'm like, woo, let's go. So whenever you need to go to bed, feel free. I appreciate you dropping in, though. I do. But so then we would have another afternoon all orchestra session. And then we would have another class after that. That was like, it would be very small groups. And it was mostly like us leading ourselves, and we would kind of help each other and critique each other and things like that. And then there was a big concert at the end of the session. So, long story to get back to the whole poker thing. So in the evenings, we were expected to practice. But I mean, you could only play so many hours a day, seriously. You needed to take a break. And so, the first year that I was there, I made friends with a couple of people, and we're like, well, what do we do in the evening? Because we had to be back in our rooms no later than 10:30. Like, they were very strict about that. So after dinner, we would go hang out, and there wasn't really there wasn't really anything to do. But nobody thought to bring movies or anything. So we didn't really have a whole lot to watch on TV, and you had to do that in the common rooms. So somebody taught us how to play poker, and we would hang out in the basement of this dorm and play poker, and nobody had any money. So we would do it for stupid stuff, like whatever snacks we had or whatever. But that's how I learned how to play poker. So I'm really into card games. I'm actually, believe it or not, I actually have a really good poker face, and I don't really have a tell. So I got really good at it, and I really enjoyed it. Madison is making faces about that, but I really enjoy poker. I would never I don't think I would ever feel comfortable going to like the casinos. We have casinos here. They're all on the rivers. They have to be on the rivers. That's the thing here in Missouri. But we have casinos, and I like going to play the slots. Like, I can go play the penny slots for a little while, but it's just not something like I can find other ways to throw my money away. I'm just not really into it. And they're always really crowded, and they're always really before COVID, a couple of the boats had really nice restaurants and really nice buffets on the weekends, and we would go do that. But the boat that's closest to us that had the nicest one never reopened after COVID. And I so much changed here. We always joke how nothing is open Because stuff used to be open 24 hours. Like Walmart used to be open 24 hours. Walmart isn't open 24 hours. Now the only stuff that's open by us 24 hours is White Castle and I think one McDonald's now. Taco Bell's open till like 2 or 3 on the weekends, but there's not like it's a different world, and I get it. Staffing is hard. It's hard to staff. It's hard to keep people. Nobody wants to work nights. But yeah, it's just a very different world. Like, because when I worked at Walmart, all the Walmarts were 24 hours. So I don't know how it is by you guys, and I don't know how it is like in other places of the world. What is 24 hours and what isn't, but yeah, we went from a very 24-hour society to definitely not. Of course, when we first moved out to where we are, there wasn't like anything out here. Like the Walmart was close to us, and there was one grocery store close to us. But now, like, you can go within a couple miles of our house, and there's a good grocery store and the nice gas station, the one that you don't mind going in and getting soda and stuff to eat at and things like that. And it definitely was not like that. We drove, it was like 20 minutes to get 15 minutes to go to the nice gas station when we first moved out here. So different world. We were just talking about how many people and how many subdivisions are being built around us. It used to be everybody wanted to be closer to the city. Now everybody wants to move out in the suburbs. And what used to be, quote, country or farmland is now all subdivisions. And it's just interesting, like it's just so what used to be like the main road that we live off of used to be an old farm road, and it's just not meant to have the amount of traffic on it that it does. It's really crazy, like how busy, like during school hours and stuff, it gets. And since we don't have, my stepdaughter is way past high school, and since we don't have little kids, we forget about school hours, and we go somewhere, and it's like, oh, school traffic. So you have to find alternative ways in and out of the subdivision to try to go somewhere. So, and I get that. That's just, but like the place where my parents live now, their subdivision has very few little kids in it. It's all people that moved out there mostly when we moved out there. So a lot of those people are close to my parents' age, and their kids are grown.
What are you saying? Are you saying your parents are old?
Am I saying my parents are old? No, my parents are young. They're so young. Yeah, they're so young. Is that the bad dog, Nemo? You tell him. You tell him.
It is. It's Aldi.
Oh, he's mad at the bad dog in the movie. But no, it's their subdivision is pretty much at the point where there's very few young children. Where our subdivision is tons of younger people, younger couples than us, and we're old. I'll tell you guys that's okay. But it's younger people with younger families that have school age kids and stuff like that. So it's just very different, But then again, out by my parents, the school district that I went to for middle school and high school, I know they've had to expand the high school quite a bit. When I drove by it the other day with my dad, it's huge compared to when I went there before. And it was a weird campus. Like, it wasn't all one building. It was multiple buildings spread out on the campus. And you had to walk to different buildings. They had a science building. They had a building that had like home ec and shop. They had a building that had English and foreign languages. They had a building that had all your hard sciences, and then a building for social sciences, and then a building that was nothing but gym and all the sports, the weight room and all that stuff for the sports teams. We were not cool enough to have a pool, but
You have a pond.
yeah, no, we did not have a pond.
The pond was good for you.
We did
guys.
not have a pond or a pool. And what movie is that from? So now that you've made fun of me.
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack. Okay. So yeah, that really shows how old we are. But yeah, it's just so funny, like how much this stuff has changed, and like the school that my stepdaughter went to has expanded multiple times just because the population out here has exploded so much. So it just depends, like where you live, I guess, what's growing and what's not growing. But when I was little, you know, you wanted to live closer to the city because that's where everybody worked. When we moved when my parents moved us out to the house that they're at now, it meant that my dad went from like, I guess, a 20-minute drive to like a 35, 45-minute drive depending on traffic. And same thing for my mom. But they wanted to move us to a good school district and where they thought we would be, where they thought we would be successful growing up. And they tried to give us, they wanted to give us a better life. That's what you do as parents. You want to give your kids a better life. So, it's just the same reason when we moved out here, we were looking for a place that had good schools and that would be, at the time, a place that we thought would be fairly quiet. And now it's exploded and it's a huge place. Though it's nice because we do have everything that we need close by. We don't have to go a million trillion miles to go somewhere to get what we need. It used to be a big deal to like go to Best Buy, or it used to be a big deal to go, if you wanted something other than your regular basic fast food, you had to go quite a ways to go to a restaurant or something like that because they just didn't have it out here, but now they do. So it's funny how stuff grows up and places become. Madison, we have a friend if you want to. Madison.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so it's just interesting how much stuff changes. Like my dad, he grew up in a fairly small community, and he talks about spending the summers on a farm in a very, very, very small town with his uncle. And I know there's plenty of communities like that still, but they're becoming farther and farther few between just because people, people's lifestyles have changed, people's jobs have changed, and it's kind of where you used to have quite a bit of distance between towns. Now everybody's really close together and you can go wherever you want really quickly. So, now it's not a big deal. But that means there's traffic all the way too. So, anyhow, but I am probably gonna shut down here in a few minutes and just get back to recording videos. But I wanted to hop on and say hi because I enjoy talking to you guys. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for dropping in. We're kind of, at this point, I would say we're a multi-purpose channel. But there's faith videos here every day. There's ASMR videos here a few times a week. I have the dogs on here a few times a week. Trucking Tuesday if you're interested in the trucking industry. But we have a little bit of everything here. So thanks for stopping in, and I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys dropping in, even if you don't say hi. And if you are somebody that has your own channel and you would like to subscribe to me, I would be more than happy to support your channel. I'm definitely the kind of person that if you support me, I support you as well. So, and if you do have a channel, I'd love to hear from you about what's going on in your channel and what you're doing and what's been successful and what you've struggled with, because it's interesting. The YouTube world is very interesting. It's been a very big learning experience, and I'm truly grateful that I have somebody that is smart and does a lot of research, and who I can bother 50 times a day about questions, or should I do this or should I not do this, because it's hard. You don't know what's going to work. It's always a big gamble when you post something. So is your movie almost over, Nemo? Oh, do you want to see if Nemo will come get on camera? Nemo, do you want to say hi? You guys can see who's been barking this whole time.
Come here.
Come here, let everybody see you. Come here.
Will you let your mom hold you?
Come here.
Gentle with him.
Yeah. Come here.
Gentle with him.
Okay. This is Nemo. I bet you didn't think that big old bark was coming out of this little of a guy. You want to howl for them? Can you sing for them? Say ow. Say ow. You don't want to sing? Come on, sing for them.
Come on, Nemo.
Come on, you want to sing. Say ow. He's like, no. He said, no, I'm very shy. You guys, too many people staring at me.
You want to sing?
You don't want to sing?
You
That's okay. All right, say bye. Say bye-bye. Oh, thank you.
Come here,
Thank
Nemo
you.
puppy.
Okay. Here you go. You go back to Madison now. See, that was scary. You have a Chewini too? Oh, somebody else has a Chewini and knows what they are. Okay, that's awesome. We have 2 Chewinis. Huxley, you want to say hi to everyone?
3.
3?
Oh,
she's
total.
Yeah, no, we have 2 Chewinis.
But you have a third one on your chat, so there's 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so now there's 3 Chewinis. Yeah. But no, we have Tootsie is a Chorky. She's a Chihuahua Yorkie mix. She's definitely got a lot of Chihuahua in her, though she's spicy. She definitely will tell the boys where to go and how to get there. And but Nemo, nobody outranks Nemo. He is our king. Yes, he is our king. Let me see if I can get Huxley for you guys so you can see our other twin. Come here. Come here. Oh, I know. Mommy always puts you on camera. Come here. Oh, you're so heavy.
Give him the business now.
Okay. Your ears are inside out. Why are your ears inside out? Fix your ears. Fix your ears. Okay, say hi. Say I'm Huxley. Say Mom always puts me on camera. Says I don't know why, but here I am. I was taking a nap. All right, you ready to go back to bed? Okay, sorry. Sorry I ruined your life. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. Now I got fur all over me. Yes. You have an 11-year-old girl named Chloe. Oh, Chloe's a cute name. That's a cute. Chloe's the name of the Chihuahua in Beverly Hills, Chihuahua. That's a cute name for a dog. That is a very cute name. I don't know if that's how do they spell Chloe with a C or a K?
Yeah.
A C. Okay, so your dog's name is spelled with a K. That's cute. That's really cute. Chihuahua Chewinis are really cute. Nemo was our first dog was part Corgi, part Chihuahua. So he was a Chorgi. It was an interesting combination. His name was Murphy. And then we had Nemo. He was our first Chewini. We have Tootsie, who's our Chorky. Sinbad's our Corgi. And then we have Huxley. Oh, you have your dog has your own. Okay, I'm gonna subscribe to. Let me write this down. We love dog channels. I know, Nemo. I know. Let me write down your dog's channel name. So Chloe the Chewini. CHOLOE. The Chewini. All right. When I finish on my live, I will subscribe to your dog's channel because we love dog channels. I don't know who else. If you watch any other dog channels, I don't know of any Chewinis that we watched. A couple Dachshund channels. We watched Doxy Den. We watched Crusoe. Who else is a Dachshund that we watch? Or is that it? I think that's it. That's Dachshund.
Coco and Lulu.
Oh, Coco and Lulu. Yeah, Lulu and Coco. Coco just... Who's the mom? Coco or Lulu? Lulu. Okay, so Coco just had babies. She had 3 little babies. They're really cute. They're over in... Switzerland? No, Netherlands. They're in the Netherlands. Yeah, because when Crusoe and his sister Daphne went over there, they actually got to meet them. So very cool. But yeah, we don't watch too. There's not too many Dachshunds that have channels, I guess. And Chewinis, I mean, that's a rare thing. So yeah. So Sinbad, Nemo, Huxley, and Tootsie are on Madison's channel all the time, which is Sinbad, Huxley, and Friends. And then
Chewini, I found it.
Oh, you found her? You found her channel? Okay, cool. All right, then I will subscribe too. So Madison found Chloe's channel, so we will subscribe, and I will subscribe to your channel as well. So there you go. Thank you. And then the people in England, I thought maybe they have a dachshund. Is she cute? I want to see. Let me see. Oh, she's adorable. Oh, she has fur like Nemo. Oh, she's pretty. She's really pretty. She's a good looking dog. She's cute. All right, cool. Well, thank you. We love dogs, so. But yeah, we watch a lot. We watch probably more dog YouTube than anything else. We get very emotional about our dogs. So we watch. What's the fluffy corgi that we watch? Maxine. We watch Maxine.
Yeah.
So she's more on
Instagram.
Yeah. I am actually subscribed to your Living My Best Life at 60. I am actually subscribed to your main channel, so and I like your videos a lot, and I appreciate
All right,
that.
wanna watch
So,
Chihuahua 2, Nemo?
Nemo finished his first movie, so now we have to put on Beverly Hills Chihuahua 2. I wasn't kidding, guys, when I said at the beginning of the live that Nemo legit watches TV. He is. You'll see. Let me turn the camera for you. He is legit sitting in his dog bed, watching intently, and that is literally his excitement when he's not harassing the other dogs or outside playing. He loves to watch TV. He loves to watch TV with us, and if he's having a day where he's sad, oh, you're so welcome. He loves to watch TV. We like to put nature stuff on for him. For a while he was really into bears and catching salmon. Like the live Alaska has some live feed of the bears catching salmon, and he was just totally enthralled with that. So, um, yeah, so I'm gonna get going here. Like I said, I sincerely appreciate you guys coming out, but I need to go get some videos recorded. So, because I go back to work tomorrow. But like I said, if you're new and you want to check out my channel, I sincerely appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, and let me know if you have a channel. And if you're an ASMR fan, I'm always looking for new ideas. And please, if you watch any of my ASMR videos, feel free to let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see more of. Because I make those guys, I make all my videos for you guys, but those are near and dear to my heart in terms of making people happy. So let me know what you guys like. We're going to be we do put out dog videos quite often too. So keep an eye on that if you're into the dogs. They'll pop up quite often. I try to do those closer to the weekends, but sometimes Madison drops videos during the week as well. So, all right. Well, thanks again, everybody, and I will talk to you guys all very, very soon. I will be back on live in a few days when I'm done with work, so check it out probably Sunday. We'll probably try to go to live Sunday evening or early afternoon, and then I try to do a couple of lives when I'm off on my days off. So thank you. Have a great night. Thanks for dropping in. Bye, guys.